Hello guys and welcome back to the United Embassy. I've just sat and watched the full 90 minutes of pathetic performances from a lot of Manchester United players against Southampton, which we drew 1-1. Maybe I'm overreacting, but it's just after the game, so if I have a little bit of a raw reaction, that's just because of how it is. Strone's not here, Strone's busy, so I'm just expressing my opinion. He'll probably express his in the next video. Probably I might do a review just of the game when I've calmed down a bit. But right now I'm a bit annoyed. Where to start? Well, Pogba, Greenwood, and Bruno. More Pogba and Bruno deserve a lot of credit for this game. I think they made literally every opportunity we had. Greenwood was much better in the second half once he moved up front. When he was on the right, it was pretty much ineffective, just because it's not his natural position. I think, as we said before, he's a number 9. He'll probably get more game time on the right when Cavani comes back. But for now, I think he is our best number 9. Midfield, shocking. It's just frustrating even thinking about it. Matic, Fred, not needed. I don't see how Donny van der Beek doesn't get game time, especially when we're 1-0 down in a 1-1 stalemate. Back four of Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka. I'd say Luke Shaw performed and that is it. Harry Maguire, terrible. Absolute. I think it's one of the worst games I've actually watched him have in the United kit. Lindelof was fairly distant and missed a very easy chance. Wan-Bissaka just got into good areas, actually. I think he did get into good areas at certain points, but failed to produce anything from that. But I think the main focal point needs to be Fred and Matic. They were a crock of shite and could not produce a single chance. Failed to penetrate a defence or a midfield with a single pass. And if you look at it, they changed to a 5-3-2 at half time, and they had 2 up front, and our entire midfield and back line was getting pressed by 2 players, and we struggled, and that is embarrassing by itself. Yes, they played a deep midfield once they subbed on Bednarek at the second half, but that's no excuse. If anything, having a deep line makes recycling possession easier, and we still failed to do it. I don't understand why we haven't played Donny van der Beek in this sort of situation, why he didn't get off the bench, but it's insanely frustrating. Nemanja Matic was actually, I'd give him a 6 out of 10. Fred, 4 out of 10. It comes across as I've got a thing against Fred, and I don't have a thing against Fred, but I have a thing against him when he's tasked with simple jobs and he overcomplicates it. There were so many occasions today where I'm just saying, they're clearly a high pressing team, and that were pressing us in our box, and he just tried to overplay it, and mate, just either put your foot through it or pick out a pass and run and go with it, or pass back. It was so frustrating seeing this guy trying to pretend he's Paul Pogba when he's Fred, and I was excited about the team when I saw it. I thought Martial might just grasp the opportunity, and he clearly didn't. He clearly needs to have a good long and hard look at himself and his bold ass head and decide whether he wants to be at Manchester United or not, because he's terrible. 3 years ago, we'd have looked at Martial, before Bruno, we would have looked at Martial or any Manchester United striker and said, they're not getting the chances created for them, they're having no supply line, and that's what I was saying a lot of the time. And now they don't have that excuse. Now they've got Pogba and Bruno Fernandes behind them, making chances on strings. Greenwood gets one, a layup to him, and he scores it. So, in terms of Martial, he makes no runs, he gets into no decent positions, he doesn't poach, he doesn't dribble past players. Terrible all round 2 out of 10 performance. In terms, he needs to actually decide whether or not he wants to stay at the club, because if he continues doing that, he'll be sold off his own back in January. He won't in September, but he should literally take a long hard look. And if comes the new year and Eddie Cavani's contract goes, I don't see Manchester United sitting there and waiting around for Anthony Martial to improve. I just think it would be Mason Greenwood and sign a new striker and have there's youth kids on the coming knocking on the door. You got McNeil. I'd rather give a chance over Toto Martial after that. Horrific. But yeah, my main complaints from that game: Fred, Donny not getting game time. Martial's my biggest complaint. Sancho unimpressed when he came off the bench. So did Lingard, but I don't think that's down to them. I think that's because Southampton pressed past the 75th minute. Well, past when one of those guys started getting on, they started pressing our back line, and two players did: Adam Armstrong and what's his name? I forgot his name. Che Adams, Struan's favourite lad from Scotland. They pressed our entire back line single-handedly, and there was no supply line to the guys. It was almost like, yes, okay, fine, we now have the firepower on the up end of the pitch, but who's giving them the ammunition? It was almost impossible to work with. So impressed with Salisu, and impressed with a few. Livramento, the Southampton right back. They had some good performances all round from the team. Adam Armstrong impressed me, but in a game like that, we should definitely be winning. We had multiple opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and we just failed to. And we'll probably walk away at the end of the season saying, "Oh right, we were 1 point off challenging for the title at one point. Oh, we were 1 point off." You know what I mean? It'll just be silly opportunities. Just 2 drop points is how Man United fans should view it. And if anyone's sitting there going, "Oh, we had a 1-0 down, we scored a goal, fuck off, and don't support Manchester United," I think that's clear enough easy to say. I'm sure we'll be back. I was going to edit and upload a video of the Premier League show. I'm not doing that now. I'm going to bury my head in the sand for the rest of the day. Watch some films, and honestly, I can't be fucked thinking about it right now, and I'll think about it tomorrow.